Hey everyone, welcome to part 15 of this trophy guide and walkthrough for Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Thanks for coming along on this journey with me, and a special thank you to all of the channel members. We're going to complete the story in this episode, so buckle in, we've got a lot to do. We're going to start at the expedition flag at camp, and we're going to go to upgrade attributes, and if anyone has any more attribute points to assign, we're going to do that now and put those points into agility. Sciel was the only one for me, and that will get her up to 45 points in agility. Now let's leave the upgrade attributes menu and go to learn skills. If we head over to Maelle, we'll see that she's got 3 new skills available at the top of her chart. Phantom Strike deals very high void damage to all enemies for 4 hits and also gives plus 35% of a gradient charge. We'll purchase that. Burning Canvas deals high single target void damage for 5 hits and applies 1 burn per hit. Damage increases for each burn on the target. We'll purchase that. And then we'll buy Stendhal, deals extreme single target void damage for 1 hit, removes self shields, and applies self-defenseless. We'll also purchase this one. Now let's go back to the left and make our way down this column all the way to the bottom until we get to Last Chance. That means that we'll purchase 2 skills along the way. We're going to buy Degagement for 2 skill points. We'll buy Mezzo Forte for 4 skill points. And we'll buy Last Chance for 6 skill points. Don't worry about assigning the skills yet. We're going to do that at a later point when we set up all the rest of our party members. Now let's leave the expedition flag and we have to talk to our party members who are scattered around the camp and not in their usual place. We'll start by talking to Lune, who is close to the campfire.
Lune.
I was right not to trust you.
And what would you have done in my position?
I wouldn't have betrayed my expedition. I would have warned them that everyone they cared about was about to be erased. That they were about to be erased. I would have told them the truth. Because after everything we've been through, we deserved that.
So you choose your expedition over your mother?
That's your problem. You think in false dichotomies. It wasn't an either-or situation. Other solutions were possible if you'd only trusted us enough to ask.
Knowing what you know now, would you have helped me force my mother out of the canvas? I don't apologize for saving her. But I am sorry I broke your trust. And I will do everything I can to help bring everyone back.
I guess we'll see.
Now we'll turn toward the right and we'll run past the curator's cave to go to the back section of camp. And we can find Maelle standing over on the right side by the water. Let's go and talk to her now.
We have to push Papa out of the canvas before he erases everything.
I'm surprised he hasn't already.
He's been weakened by his battle with Maman. That's probably why he hasn't come after us. But it won't stop him for long.
If you and your father keep fighting, you risk breaking the world again. Another fracture, but this time, it might be you trapped inside the monolith.
What's the alternative?
Maybe you should go home.
Verso.
You're fighting each other, but you're all doing the same thing.
No.
Eileen wants her son back. Renoir wants you and Eileen back. You want Gustave back. The cycle we needed to break wasn't the gommage. It's your family's cycle of grief. Our whole world carries the burden of your family's grief.
Now let's head back to the main part of camp. Now we'll turn left and go around the curator's cave. And if we follow the path all the way around toward the left, we can find Monoco standing over here, and we'll talk to him.
Not to say I told you so, but I do believe that I did, in fact, tell you so.
Thanks for the support.
Was it worth it? What will you do now?
I'll do my best to earn their trust back.
Quite a steep hill to climb.
Now we'll talk to Sciel by turning around and going back to the main part of camp. And she's standing right in front of us.
Save it. I don't need your mea culpa. You did what you felt you had to. Of course, you were wrong. But, oh well.
I thought you'd be more upset.
I was. I got over it. Everything I knew about our world is wrong. And you know what? I don't care. 'Cause death isn't death anymore. And that means I can see my husband again.
Sciel.
Oh, please. I'd sacrifice you in a heartbeat to get him back. So, I understand. We're good.
Thank you.
As long as you help me bring Pierre back. You owe me.
You got it.
And finally, we'll talk to Mon Ami Esquie just to the left.
Oh, everyone's mad at you.
Are you?
Esquie can be sad, or bad, or even rad, but never, ever mad. Bad things happen when we get mad.
Oh, I know.
But I can never be mad at you.
Once we're done talking to all of our friends, we're going to head on over to the campfire and we're going to use it. Let's select Write in the Journal of Gustave's Apprentices. Maelle finds a spot where she can write. She spends some time writing in Gustave's journal to honor his memory. She writes about everything, the painters, Aileen, Renoir, so no matter what happens, the truth will be written somewhere. Maelle immerses herself in Gustave's journal, poring over every detail. She will forever cherish his memory. The memories of Gustave inspire Maelle. And we learn a new skill called Gustave's Homage. She is sure that when she brings the apprentices back, they will want to read this story. Maelle heads back. Now we'll choose Check Up on the Others.
Nice hair.
Oh yeah, that.
I can't believe there's another world out there. A world I'll never get to see.
I'm sorry. I didn't. My memories. I would have told you if I'd known.
Don't apologize. You were trapped too. You lived among us. You're one of us. Even if you're also one of them.
It's so weird. I have memories of 2 childhoods, 2 homes, 2 Lumiere.
You're not an orphan anymore. You just found your family. Don't you want to be with them?
I love my family, but they're all gone. In one way or another. And you're my family too. So are Gustav and Emma. And I didn't see it at the time. All the families who took turns taking care of me.
Maelle.
This is a lot to take in.
Yeah. But for the first time in a long time, I have hope.
When we return to camp, we're going to use the campfire again in order to create the greatest expedition in history.
Clair Obscur Trouble Rature Clair Obscur Guardé aux peintures. Clair obscur, trouble de rature, courera et fait. Clair obscur, guardé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle. Clair obscur, trouble de rature, trouvera effet. Clair obscur, guardé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle.
We've unlocked a new ability for Esquie, the ability to fly, which will come in very handy for the remainder of the playthrough. And our final objective is to head back to Lumiere and expel Renoir from the canvas. But before we do that, we actually want to return to camp so that we can continue to level up our relationships with our party members. Starting off, we're going to head over and talk to Sciel.
Who's going to upgrade our Pictos now?
I can do it.
I don't usually get this nervous, but... I'm nervous.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's not that I didn't care before. I cared about the mission, but now...
Now it's personal.
Do you want to spend time with Sciel? We'll say yes, and we'll choose only the top dialogue options. Verso approaches Sciel with conviction.
I'm going for a swim with Esquie. Care to join?
Did Esquie put you up to this?
Whatever do you mean?
Esquie's been nagging me incessantly about swimming lessons.
He did say you're a terrible swimmer.
Esquie.
Well, you always seem uneasy when we travel over water. You should learn to swim. That way, you can save me if I fall into the water.
You can save yourself.
What happened to teamwork? What if I'm injured or unconscious?
Your hypothetical situation is quite specific. I guess it is a good idea, though.
It is. Go get changed and meet me at the lake.
Okay.
Verso and Sciel get changed. Verso reveals that he keeps secret swimsuits in Monoco's bag. And a ladies' swimsuit as well, just in case. Sneaky Verso.
For the record, I do know how to swim. I mean, I grew up on an island. It's just I have an aversion to swimming.
Oh, I can help you with that. I had an aversion to Monoco, but I got over it.
Oh, do share your secrets then.
Exposure. Avoiding just makes it worse. Oh, I tied myself to Monoco for a month and we spent every minute of the day together. Well, Noco tied us together, but anyway. Now we're best friends.
This is your idea of an inspirational story?
I was also the swim captain at school.
Is that supposed to be impressive? That you swam with other kids 100 years ago?
I'm still a good swimmer now. It's not something you forget. Come on, let me help. It's about fear. We need to help your body and your mind realize that there's nothing to fear and no reason to panic.
All right then. Oh, wise and skillful swim captain. What first?
Just sit here in the water for a little bit. Then, When you're comfortable, we'll go a bit deeper. Then a bit deeper still, until we get to the trees on the island there.
Sciel gathers her courage and enters the water. She panics, but Verso helps her get over her fear. She begins to feel more at ease. After a little while, she manages to swim to the island.
I did it. I can't believe that worked. Thank you.
And you doubted me.
You are indeed an excellent swimmer. And teacher.
Now, let's see you swim back.
What? No inspirational pep talk this time?
So you admit it was inspirational?
It was... something.
Actually, are you feeling adventurous? How about we stay here a little longer?
Oh. Verso...
What's wrong?
I'm afraid things are different now. Maelle can bring Pierre back. I'm sorry.
Oh. No, right, of course. I understand. Don't worry.
I do think we should spend the night here, though.
You do?
Our time together was special to me. Let's celebrate it one last time.
Let's, celebrate.
You can show me your other swim moves.
I do have excellent technique.
Verso and Sciel stay on the island. They spend one final night together. It is truly passionate. Sciel and Verso experience something unforgettable. And now our relationship level with Sciel increases from level 5 to level 6. They spend hours on the island before swimming back. They are exhausted, so the swim is more complicated. We also get a new music record, one of the 33 that we need to collect for a trophy, and we get a new outfit for Verso. It's his swimsuit, and we get Sciel's swimsuit as well. Sneaky Verso. And now we're going to talk to Sciel one more time, and that will allow us to max out our relationship with her. The intro dialogue is all the same, so we're just going to skip over that until we get to the point where it asks us if we want to spend time with Sciel, and we're going to say yes, and once again we'll choose only the top dialogue option. Verso approaches Sciel, eager to talk to her.
You never told me. How do you go from being a farmer to running a school?
What? It's not obvious.
Oh, so obvious.
Pierre used to volunteer at the school, teaching the kids how to sail and survive in the wild. After his death, I was in a bad place. Being at the school, I still felt bad, but at least I could feel his presence. Hear stories about him from the kids. Continue his work.
Makes sense.
I understand why your mother did what she did. She wanted to feel closer to her son. To still feel Verso's presence.
Would you have created a copy of Pierre? If you could. Knowing it wouldn't be the real thing.
If you ask me now, then no. I've seen how this torments you. I wouldn't wish that on others. But if you had asked me back then, I would have done anything to see him again. To hear his voice. To feel his arms around me. Every day, I just felt the lack of him. The negative space he used to inhabit. The dip in the chair where he sat. The hollow of his shoes. The emptiness inside his jacket. You want to know why I dislike water? I tried to drown myself.
What?
When I lost Pierre, I tried to swim away from Lumiere. I swam for as long as I could. As far as the waves would carry me. Until I could no longer swim. But I woke up the next day in Lumiere. On the docks. I was alive. And I have no idea what happened. What I didn't know then, what the hospital told me, was that I was pregnant. But that I had lost the child.
Sciel.
I desperately want Maelle to bring everyone back. To bring Pierre back. But I don't know how to tell him. I lost our baby. She would have been 6.
I'm so sorry.
Dark and personal, right?
I've had similar thoughts before. Not of drowning specifically, but, you know, it would solve a lot of problems. For everyone.
Verso.
It's a choice. Like any other choice.
It is.
But there's a creature that Verso painted into his canvas. One who always helps people when they become consumed by their dark thoughts.
You mean?
Yes. Him.
Sciel has confided her darkest secret to Verso. Bound by grief and dark thoughts, their connection deepens. We get the Sciel Trophy when our relationship level with Sciel increases to the maximum level of 7. Verso and Sciel spend more time together looking at the stars. Two close friends able to enjoy the silence together. Sciel is inspired by the evening stars. And we learn a new gradient attack for Sciel called End Slice. And time flew by. Now that we're back at camp, we're going to go over and talk to Lune.
It's strange watching her.
Maelle.
She has the power to remake our world. She's a paintress, but also our Maelle.
Yeah. She's our Maelle.
Do you want to spend time with Lune? We'll say yes, and we'll choose only the top dialogue option. Verso approaches Lune, sensing she has something on her mind.
You said you traveled with other expeditions.
Yeah. Some.
Did you ever travel with the 46?
46? No, why?
Oh, nothing. I thought maybe.
What is it? Lune?
My parents, they
were Expedition 46. I didn't travel with them, but I have come across their trail.
You have?
Yeah. On Siren's Island.
Oh.
I can show you.
Really?
But don't expect too much, yeah? Come on, it's not far. Especially now that Esquie can fly.
No. No, we can't afford detours right now.
Well, if you change your mind, we can go anytime. It's not far. On the outskirts of Siren's Island.
Thank you.
Verso promised to show Lune where he found Expedition 46, Lune's parents' expedition. On Siren's Island, not far from Siren's Coliseum. This begins a little quest that we have to do for Lune to increase her relationship level further. Now let's go over and talk to Maelle, and we'll see that she also now acts as the curator, allowing us to upgrade our weapons and our expedition resources. Let's choose Speak with Maelle.
Maelle,
I'm getting quite tired of people telling me to go home. So please, no more.
fine. As you wish.
They're counting on me. I won't abandon them. And I refuse to abandon you.
Do you want to spend time with Maelle? We'll say yes, but there are no dialogue options this time to choose. Maelle asks Verso if they could talk by the lake. They walk there together.
I found the letter
What?
from Alicia. I need to see her. I want to talk to her and understand.
Understand what?
Why, Maman?
What? Kept her scars? No. Don't go messing with her head. She doesn't need that, and she doesn't owe you any answers.
She's the one who kept coming to me. I think she wants to see me.
Just leave her be. Please.
Verso, you're not doing her any favors. You already destroyed her world. Maybe I can help her. She doesn't owe me, but maybe I owe her. And let's not talk about what you owe her. Don't you want to see her too?
Yeah, of course. She doesn't want to see me, though. Not after everything.
Then she can throw us out and we'll leave her alone. Is that a yes? Great. Where is she?
If I had to guess, there is a place she loves. At the top of the mountain. Near the monolith. With the third axon.
Oh, that axon. I guess we're climbing.
Verso promised to take Maelle to his sister. She is most likely in a giant tower on the island of the last axon near the monolith. And that begins another quest for Maelle, just like the quest for Lune. Now we'll go over and talk to Monoco.
So, how are you going to win back their trust?
You're really enjoying this, aren't you?
Can't rely on good hair and charm anymore. So, what's the plan? Well, at least everyone's still talking to you. That's a start.
Do you want to spend time with Monoco? We'll say yes, but there are no dialogue options to choose. Verso approaches Monoco, who looks deep in thought. Monoco is thinking about what happened after the paintress was expelled from the canvas.
Everything okay?
How does it feel? Reaching one's goal after so many years. At the end of the day, I'm just a Gestral. I always support you, but still.
I am sorry, my friend.
I'm not the one you should be apologizing to. I know I shouldn't grow attached to humans. They are ephemeral creatures. They come and go. And when they go, they never come back. Yet, I share their sadness. I share their joy.
Because Verso knew what you were like outside the canvas, and I know what you're like inside here. You are the most loyal friend, and certainly not just a Gestral.
When I left you 10 years ago, I convinced myself that it was for the grandest sake. But really, I could no longer watch the death of expedition after expedition.
Yeah. I know.
Yet here I am with you again. Am I loyal because that's who I am? Or because Verso painted me that way?
You've kicked my ass enough times to know that it's just who you are.
That is very true.
Now don't get too arrogant.
Sometimes I wish things could go back to how they were before. When we could play with Clair, Aline, and Renoir. It felt like nothing bad could happen to any of us.
Good times never last.
Bad times seem to have made themselves comfortable, though.
Well, it's up to us to make sure they go away. Want to go hunt some Nevrons? We are absolutely not ready to take on like in the good old days.
That would warm my heart.
Then let's go get cut in half.
Monoco is touched by Verso's willingness to endure bodily harm to raise his spirits. And Verso knows Monoco would do the same for him. Now our relationship level with Monoco increases from level 4 to level 5. They battle a few Nevrons in the middle of the night, like in the good old days, before returning to the others. Now let's go over and talk to Monoco again. The intro dialogue is exactly the same, so we can skip over that, and we'll get to the point where it asks, do you want to spend time with Monoco? And we'll say yes, but once again, there are no dialogue options to choose.
It is a beautiful evening. The colors in the sky, the shining of the stars. Tonight is a night full of promise.
Is it?
We shall bring Noco back.
I thought you wanted to wait until things calm down.
Who knows how much time tomorrow will allow? No. Let us give Noco the gift of today. It's a simple journey to the sacred river. We're not far. It's close to the station.
Golgra won't be happy that you're jumping the queue again.
I'll deal with Golgra later. You helped me bring Noco back once before. Will you help us again? My friend.
Always.
Verso promised Monoco that they would bring Noco back. The Sacred River is not far from Monoco Station to the north. And that begins a quest for Monoco. Now let's head over and talk to Esquie in the back.
Renoir is scary when he's angry.
I guess he's not that different from my father.
Cousins.
Do you want to spend time with Esquie? We'll say yes, and we'll choose only the top dialogue options. Verso approaches Esquie with something significant to discuss.
I can't believe you told Sciel about the wine.
Oh, well. She's very persuasive.
Really?
And when she smiles at me, I feel warm and fuzzy.
So she smiled at you and you cracked. Some secret keeper you are.
Oh, I thought I was more of a wine keeper than a secret keeper.
Well, great job there too. There's barely any wine left.
I thought you would understand. Don't lie. When she smiles at you, you feel warm and fuzzy too.
What? No, that's not true.
Are you getting warm? Your face looks kind of red. Oh, and she showed me a really cool rock.
You gave her all my best wine for a rock. Better be a special rock. What's this one called?
Oh, this rock has not yet introduced itself to me. So I don't know what to call it or what its special power is.
I see.
Oh, but Lune's helping me study it. She knows a lot about rocks.
Lune doesn't strike me as a rock enthusiast.
Lune knows a lot about lots of things. Talking to her is super fun. She's so interested and gets so excited. Just like you when we first met. You had so many questions about me and you and your...
You've been talking to Lune too?
Yes, why? You talk to her all the time. You guys are always talking.
Yeah, well...
And you like when she gets excited about stuff too.
That's not what... What exactly are you... No, forget it. We're getting off topic.
You seem flustered.
I'm not flustered.
Want a hug?
No.
Really?
All right, come here, you giant balloon.
Verso is relieved that Esquie has stopped talking about what he thinks of Lune and Sciel. And he's secretly touched that Esquie knows him so well. And now our relationship level with Esquie goes from level 4 to level 5. They then enjoy a giant hug that lasts far too long before returning to the others. Now we'll go over and we'll talk to Esquie again. The intro dialogue is exactly the same, so we'll skip over that, and we'll get to the point where we're asked, do you want to spend time with Esquie? We'll say yes, and we'll choose only the top dialogue options.
That's not a happy look.
Why'd you hide sorry from me?
Oh, I didn't, I was afraid the others would want to return to Lumiere if you could fly them back.
That's mean. Sometimes you're really mean. But being mean is not necessarily a mean thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just like Francois.
He'd hate that you said that.
Oh! And Francois is just like you.
What do you mean by that?
Meanies will hide things, but who aren't really meanies. Verso, I remember.
Whoa, slow down. Remember what?
Where I lost Uri.
Uri. Right. Which one was Uri again?
Uri helps me swim underwater.
Oh, right. So, where's Uri?
I left Uri in Francois' cave.
Okay. Francois is not going to give you Uri without a fight.
Oh, I'd rather not fight. He was so mad last time. Maybe if you serenade him. He and Claire used to sing all the time. It made him so happy, and you have such a lovely voice.
Thanks, Esk. Not sure Francois wants to hear me sing, though.
Or maybe you can dance with him. You're an excellent dancer.
Francois can dance. I've never even seen him move. I guess he sort of wiggles his head sometimes. Anyway, look, maybe we can trade him something. What does he like? Flowers? Fruit? Shiny things?
I know. We trade him a different rock. A better rock.
Better? How?
We'll make it so it looks like Francois, and we can paint a miniature Claire on top.
Sure. Why not?
Worst case scenario, it doesn't work, and you fight him for it.
Gee, thanks.
Ooh, how about that rock over there? Ta-da! Doesn't it look just like him? I almost feel like François is here with us. All right. I'm ready.
What? You want to go now?
Yes. It won't take long now that I can fly. Let's go see François.
You're back.
François!
Don't call me that.
You have Uri. Why didn't you tell me?
Prove it.
We'll trade you. Uri for this, lovely portrait of you.
Is that supposed to be me?
I think we captured your essence beautifully.
No deal. You want Uri? Come and get it.
We now have a one-on-one duel, Verso versus Francois. Francois has a lot of shields to begin with, but a couple free aim shots should be enough to get rid of those, followed up by a base attack. When Francois attacks, just try to dodge it or parry it for some extra damage. And now just keep attacking, and the fight will be over in a moment. After the fight, we get a very small reward and the follow-up cutscene.
Fine. Here. Pah! Take your rock and scram.
Oh, Uri. I've missed you. Thank you, Franfran.
You can leave the other one, though.
Oh, François.
As they leave the cave, the expeditioners hear Francois crying dramatically in the distance.
He really does miss her.
Back at camp, Esquie swallows Uri, his new rock.
Now that I have Uri, we can explore underwater. Verso, you're the best.
Glad I could help.
You do more than help. You're the smartest and the fastest and the funniest and the bestest and the strongest and the fluffiest.
Fluffiest?
You have the fluffiest soul.
Thanks. I guess.
You're welcome.
Their incredible adventure has made the bond between Verso and Esquie even stronger. And now we get the Plane, Train, and Submarine trophy when we get up to level 6 with Esquie and we learn all the abilities that Esquie has, and the last ability that we get is for underwater diving. Esquie and Verso talk a bit more about random things before heading back to the others. And now that we're back at camp, we're going to go talk to Esquie one more time so that we can get to the maximum relationship level with him. The intro dialogue is all the same, so we'll skip it. And when we're asked, do you want to spend time with Esquie, we'll choose yes, and there are no dialogue options to choose.
Francois really misses Claire, huh?
Yeah, he waits for her every day. He stopped singing when she left. But it's okay. She'll be back for a visit, and he'll be all happy again.
You really think so?
They are best friends. It's been a few centuries, but she wouldn't leave him. Just like you would never leave me.
Do you miss Verso? I mean your Verso. The real Verso. No, of course you do. Sorry. I don't know why I asked that. That was stupid. I just wondered because you never mention him with me.
It makes you sad.
Does it bother you that I'm not him?
You're my friend. Other Verso was also my friend. You are cousins. Same, but each different. Why would that bother me?
Esquie, thank you, mon ami.
Let's keep going on adventures forever.
Esquie has touched Verso's heart with his words. The bond between Verso and Esquie is now unbreakable and eternal. And we get the Esquie Trophy when our relationship level with Esquie increases to the maximum of level 7. Esquie's words trigger Verso's imagination and inspire a new skill. And now we unlock a new gradient attack for Verso called Angel's Eyes. They talk more about what kind of adventures they want to go on next. Then head back to the others. We're done building our relationships for a while, so let's continue on by going over to the campfire and we're going to choose Check Up on the Others. Sciel approaches Esquie with something important to discuss.
Esquie.
Are you troubled, mon ami?
When we first met, what did you mean by my terrible swimmer friend?
I didn't say that.
I remember it quite clearly.
Oh, you mean the second time we met?
What?
In the caves, yeah?
Sorry, I'm quite lost.
Oh yeah, me too. It's fun.
What do you mean by second time?
First means number 1. Second means number 2.
Yes, I understand that. So, was I swimming the first time we met?
Yes, you were. Before you stopped swimming in the middle of the ocean. That's dangerous.
It was you. You saved me. Back then. Wait, but how?
I heard your tears.
From so far away?
I heard you, so I came.
I see. Thank you.
Tears again. You sure do like to cry.
I guess I do.
Verso likes crying too.
Yes, I know.
You were looking for someone then. Did you find them?
No. But hopefully soon.
Yeah. I get sad too when I lose my stones. But I always find them again. You will find them again too.
You're the best. Mon ami.
Sciel and Esquie spend a long time together as their friendship becomes unbreakable. Now we'll head over to the campfire once again, and this time we're going to choose to go to sleep. We now find ourselves outside on the world map. We want to begin by mounting Esquie, and if you press the X button, you can take off and start flying. Holding R1 allows you to fly up, and holding L1 allows you to fly down, and X lets you land. We want to turn left and start heading south toward the Eiffel Tower in the distance. We're going to fly over this body of water. There's a little bridge of land that we're also going to fly over. And then we'll descend a little bit so that we can fly down onto the docks area where we'll see a large portal that leads us into the city. And we'll go through that portal to go back to Lumiere.
Wait for us here. It's dangerous for you near Papa. We'll have to move fast. I can't maintain them for very long. Tomorrow comes.
We've returned to Lumiere, but it's a lot different from the last time we were here. Let's begin by going forward, and we can find an expedition flag just a little bit ahead of us at the base of the stairs. Let's use the expedition flag, and we're going to start by going to Learn Skills. We want to go over to Verso, and we want to purchase a few skills for him. We'll purchase Paradigm Shift, kind of in the middle of his chart, then go over to the right to learn Quick Strike, go right again, and we'll learn Powerful. And Powerful is a very important skill for us to have for later on. So let's go ahead and assign that to Verso right now by pressing the X button and bring up the skills menu. I'm going to select the Purification skill, and we're going to replace it with Powerful. Earlier in the video, we also learned some new skills for Maelle, so let's equip them at this time. We're going to choose Phantom Strike, and we're going to replace Offensive Switch. We're then going to take the Stendhal skill, and we're going to replace Pierce. And then if we go up a little bit, we can grab Last Chance, and we're going to replace Spark. We've also got some other powerful skills like Gustave's Homage, as well as Burning Canvas. Either one of those is really good. I'm just going to go with Burning Canvas in this case, but I'm going to keep Breaking Rules and Swift Stride as equipped skills as well, just because they have some uses for us. But most importantly, you just want to make sure that you have Phantom Strike and Stendhal as your equipped abilities. Then we're going to leave that menu and go into our character menu. We want to remove Lune from the party, who was added automatically, and we're going to remove Maelle from the party. That leaves only Verso as our party member, and then we're going to add Monoco back to the party, and Maelle to the party. So Verso will go first, then Monoco, then Maelle. Let's have a look at all of our equipment. Verso is equipped with the Dualiso weapon. His equipped Pictos are Second Chance, Breaking Attack, and Greater Defenseless. And as for his equipped Luminas, we'll sort it really quick just by active. Feel free to pause it if you want to. We've got Augmented Attack, Breaking Attack, Combo Attack 1, Dead Energy 2, Empowering Attack, Exposing Attack, First Strike, Greater Defenseless, Immaculate, and Second Chance. We don't need a whole lot more on him. We've got way more Lumina points than what this requires, but we're just kind of paring it down for simplicity's sake. Maelle still has the Medallion weapon, and her equipped Pictos are Painted Power, so she can break the damage cap at 9,999, Shield Affinity, as well as Confident Fighter. And her equipped Luminas are going to be Augmented First Strike, Auto Shell, Confident Fighter, Critical Moment, Dead Energy 2, Energizing Start 1, Energizing Start 2, Energizing Start 3, Energizing Start 4, First Strike, Glass Cannon, Greater Powerful, Immaculate, Inverted Affinity, Painted Power is equipped already, Powerful on Shell, and Shield Affinity is already equipped. Now let's have a look at Monoco. He's got the Ballaro weapon equipped, and his equipped Pictos are Empowering Parry, Stay Marked, and Energizing Cleanse. As for his equipped Luminas, we've got Combo Attack 1, Confident Fighter, Empowering Attack, Empowering Parry was equipped already, as was Energizing Cleanse. He's got Energizing Start 1, First Strike, Immaculate, Inverted Affinity, Stay Marked is equipped, and Versatile. As for his equipped skills, we have Chalier Combo, Brawler Bash, Crueler Barrier, which is incredibly important to have, Cultist Slashes, Chevalier Piercing, and Portier Crash. Once we're all done with that, we can go ahead and leave this menu, and we're going to go back out. Let's go ahead and rest really quickly here at the Expedition flag before we carry on and begin our march toward the end of the game. We're now going to go toward the right side of the stairs, and we're going to run toward the back of the street, and we can grab an item on the ground in order to get a color of Lumina. Now let's go back toward the Expedition flag, and we'll go up the stairs.
These expeditioners are glorious wreakers of havoc.
The soul of Maelle.
Stop where those creatures were fighting, then turn toward the right, go down the stairs, and break open this paint spike. Inside, you can grab some chroma.
Good stuff.
Then turn around, run back past where those creatures were fighting, and go to the other side of the stairs. On the left side are some boxes and barrels. Let's break them open, and we can grab something back here. It's going to be some more chroma.
Useful.
Now turn around and continue going forward up the stairs until you get to the top. Let's stay over toward the right side first and fight the nearby monster. Thanks to Maelle's new abilities and our setup, we're basically able to fly through the remaining battles for the rest of the game. We'll start by having Verso skip his turn, Monoco will skip his turn, and then when there's one enemy, you want to use the Stendhal ability. If there are multiple enemies, you'll use Phantom Strike. So because we've got one enemy, we'll use Stendhal and we'll instantly defeat him. After the battle, we'll collect all of our rewards, including enough experience for both Verso and Maelle to get up to level 56. Because we defeated a new type of enemy, we get the Aberration's Foot for Monoco so he can learn a new skill, and we also get a new Pictos called Shortcut, immediately play when falling below 30% health once per battle. We'll then turn toward the right, running past the monsters fighting on top of that mound, and we can grab an item in the back of this area, and we'll get another color of Lumina. Now turn toward the left, and we're going to follow the wall on our right hand side all the way along until we can get to a set of stairs. We're going to go up the stairs on the right hand side, and we can pick up some chroma. If you remember from the prologue, we stopped and talked to a man inside of a trash can, and now we're going to head down the stairs and go over toward the right, and we're going to interact with that same trash can and see what happens. A perfectly normal trash can. There is a message inside.
Actually, I am gamaging like everyone else. Looks like my plan didn't work. During my time in this trash can, I found a real treasure. I am entrusting it to you now. Farewell.
This gives us a perfect Chroma Catalyst, and we can now upgrade one weapon to the maximum level of 33. We'll then turn around and we're going to go over and fight these monsters nearby. Once again, we'll begin with Verso skipping his turn, and Monoco will skip his turn. But because there's two enemies now, we're going to use the other ability that we learned, Phantom Strike. And yeah, that's pretty much how all the rest of the fights are going to go. We're going to continue on after the battle toward the other side of the street, so turn slightly left and then run over toward the far wall. And we can grab some chroma on the ground.
Perfect.
Now we're going to keep running forward along the edge of the street, and we can run all the way back toward the entrance of this area where we can fight another monster. Because there's only one enemy, we're going to skip Verso's turn, and skip Monoco's turn, and we can use Stendhal to win immediately. Let's go ahead and get our rewards, and then we'll continue along forward so that we can pick up the item on the ground. This will give us a Resplendent Chroma Catalyst. And now we can turn around and we're going to run down the middle of the street. There's one monster standing in the way, so let's go over and fight it. Because there's only one monster, we'll skip Verso's turn, we'll skip Monoco's turn, and we'll use Stendhal with Maelle. This was our fourth battle since equipping all of those new Pictos, so now we've mastered them and we can equip the Luminas on other characters. We're now going to continue running straight down the middle of the street until we get to the far side. Keep running along the path and then use the golden rope to get up to the top. Once you get up here, go forward a little bit to put stick over toward the right hand side and run along. Try not to get jump scared by these enemies, and then keep going forward till you get to the end of the walkway. Use the grapple point to go over the gap and into the garden. Keep running forward along the path and take in the sights along the way. Stick toward the right side, run all the way to the end, and then turn toward the right, and now we can grab a new Pictos on the ground. This is Energizing Powerful, give 2 AP on applying Powerful. If this area looks familiar, it's because this is where we started the game with Gustave picking up a rose off of this bench in order to give to Sophie before the gamage. We're now going to make our way back toward the other area so that we can continue on our journey. We'll go back across this bridge, and then we'll keep going forward and slightly toward the right until we can use another grapple point to get up top. We'll continue going forward along the path. And now if you look in the distance, you'll see another grapple point that you can use to go up and over the expedition banner and get up to the other rooftop. Let's proceed forward and go through this greenhouse. And then on the left-hand side is another expedition flag. Let's stop by here real fast. Before using the flag, we want to go into our character menu and make some changes to our Pictos. Starting with Verso, We're going to remove the second chance Pictos that he has equipped, and we'll replace it with Energizing Powerful. We'll then take Breaking Attack, and we're going to replace it with Shortcut. And then Greater Defenseless is going to be replaced by Enfeebling Attack. Also, make sure that you go into the Luminas menu and you want to find the Painted Power Lumina, and you want to equip that on your character. It only costs 5 Lumina points, but now this character can also exceed the damage limit. Now let's go over to Maelle and we can replace her Painted Power Pictos with the Greater Defenseless Pictos to deal more damage to enemies suffering from Defenseless. And then don't forget to go into her Lumina menu and re-equip Painted Power for 5 Lumina points. And now Maelle can once again break the damage limit of 9,999. We'll then go over to Monoco and we want to replace his Empowering Parry Pictos with Random Defense. We can then replace Stay Marked with Greater Shell. And then we're going to replace Energizing Cleanse with Weakness Gain. And of course go into his Luminas menu and we're going to find Painted Power and also equip this for 5 Lumina points. Once you're all set with this, we're going to leave the character menu. We can then use the expedition flag and we're just going to choose to rest really quickly. Don't worry about upgrading attribute points, we'll do that a little bit later on. We're now going to go around to where the flag was and we can find a golden rope that will take us down to the street below. And in front of us is another group of enemies.
The 32s.
Let's go fight them for another easy battle. There's multiple enemies, so Verso will skip his turn, Monoco will skip his turn, and then Maelle will use Phantom Strike. After the fight, we'll get a reward, including a new weapon for Verso called Liteso with a base power of 923, and the physical element it scales with defense and agility. We'll then turn toward the left and we want to run over toward the blue wall in the distance. There's an item on the ground amidst these boxes and we can pick it up to get a color of Lumina. Now we're going to turn around, go back past where that golden rope was, and there's another item in the opposite corner. Let's pick this one up and we can get another color of Lumina. We'll turn toward the left and we want to run toward the big fountain or statue in the middle, and we're going to circle around it until we can fight another group of enemies. We can win very quickly just by having Maelle use a Phantom Strike. Even though we have to skip turns on these normal battles, the party was set up this way for an upcoming boss fight, so although it's annoying to skip turns, it is necessary later on. And now we get all of our rewards, including a new weapon for Sciel called the Litheson, with a base power of 730 and the physical element it scales with agility and luck. And now we've also mastered the Greater Shell Pictos because it was already partially mastered earlier. We'll then stick toward the left hand side, going around the big statue in the middle, and we can grab a Resplendent Chroma Catalyst off the ground between these flower baskets. We'll then head back the way that we came and we can go down this alleyway where we can see another group of enemies waiting for us. So we'll proceed forward and we'll fight them. There's nothing special about this fight, just have Verso skip his turn, Monoco will skip his turn, and Maelle will use Phantom Strike to win. We'll collect all of our rewards, including enough experience for Monoco to get up to level 56, and then we'll continue along down the road in front of us. Stick toward the right hand side and go into this little area, and we can grab an item on the ground at the top of the stairs. This will give us another Resplendent Chroma Catalyst. Then we'll turn around, go back to the main street, and turn right for some dialogue.
Your father, he's at the tower.
Yes.
We'll turn left and go up the stairs, and then we can find a young boy NPC up here that we can talk to. Isn't it beautiful here? Her paintings are always astonishing. Yet I wish you would understand. Understand what? Just what it means for me to paint. What do you mean? The boy has gone silent. We'll then proceed forward past the boy, and we'll look over toward the left-hand side as we run around, and then we can grab this item on the ground to get a Resplendent Chroma Catalyst. Then we'll turn around, we'll jump over the flowers and the tables to go to the large white tree in the middle of this area, and we can grab a new Pictos off the ground for charging stun, plus 5% of a gradient charge when hitting a stunned enemy. Then turn left, and we'll run down the street ahead of us until we get to another expedition flag on the left. We can use this expedition flag, and we'll choose to rest really quickly, and then we'll leave the flag and proceed along the path in front of us. We'll turn toward the left, and then stick toward the left to grab some more chroma at this dead end.
Nice.
Now we'll turn around and run down the street, and go over toward the right to fight some more monsters. Got a group of 3 enemies, but we can take them out very quickly just by having Maelle use Phantom Strike. After the fight, we'll collect all of our rewards, and then we'll continue on toward the path in front of us, and we'll stick a little bit over toward the left. We'll grab the item on the ground next to this broken down cart to get a color of Lumina. Then we'll circle around the cart and keep heading over toward the left. We'll follow the bright light around, and that will open us up into an area where we have a boss waiting for us. But before we fight him, we'll stick over toward the left-hand side and we'll fight another smaller enemy at the end of this alley. Three enemies that we can dispatch very quickly by using a Phantom Strike.
Prepare for annihilation.
We'll collect all of our rewards. And then on the ground behind those enemies is another item that we can pick up. So let's grab it and we'll get a color of Lumina. Then turn around, head toward the boss, but don't go over to him just yet. Stick toward the left side and run around, and we can grab an item on the ground over here. This is going to give us a color of Lumina. And now we're going to go and fight the boss. So we'll run down here and try to initiate a first strike against him. We can take this boss down really quickly with the right setup. We're going to have Verso use his base attack in order to give the enemy defenseless. If you want, you can have him attack again or just skip his turn to Monoco. Monoco is going to use his skill, Crueler Barrier, to give shields to Maelle. That will activate her Shield Affinity ability, which means that she'll be doing more damage. Now that Maelle has been buffed and the enemy has been debuffed with defenseless, we're going to attack with just one Stendhal, and that should be able to easily end the fight. After that battle, we'll collect all of our rewards, including enough experience for Verso and Maelle to get to level 57. We're also going to get a new foot for Monoco for defeating a new enemy. And we're going to get a new Pictos Augmented Counter 3, 75% increased counterattack damage. We also get 2 Resplendent Chroma Catalysts for winning this fight, and we get 5 colors of Lumina. We'll then proceed forward a little bit, but stay toward the left. You'll see a little bit of a pillar here, and we can grab a color of Lumina. And then we can use the nearby grapple point to go over the gap, and we can go to this platform. On the right hand side is another grapple point that we can use to go up higher. And then we'll proceed up toward the Opera House. Before you run all the way up, go over toward the left-hand side and you can grab another color of Lumina from the ground next to this boat.
Good stuff.
Now turn around and go toward the Opera House.
The Opera House.
Before going inside, go over toward the left side of this area and you can grab some chroma off the ground. Now we'll turn around and run all the way toward the opposite end of this area. You'll see some land sticking out over the water. We'll go toward the end of this thing that looks like kind of a dock or a pier, and we'll press square to see that Lumiere has suffered much damage. There's something in the water. Ask Esquie to bring it to the surface. This is the journal of Expedition 60, a legendary expedition known for its unorthodox tactics. Let's have a listen.
William, Expedition 60. They mocked us when we said the human body is the strongest of them all. We trained relentlessly, and now our bodies have achieved the pinnacle of human performance, with which we are able to crush our enemies. We are so much more agile and aerodynamic without the heavy uniforms constraining our glorious muscles. With Leslie's unstoppable training regime, we are impervious. That's how we were able to charge through that ghostly Gamage barrier and reach the Paintress. But it seems we've been wrong about what she is. The Paintress is just as trapped as we. The real terror lies beneath the monolith. The rest of Expedition 60 marched on to confront him, while I was tasked to warn Lumiere. But it seems I might have run out of time. One last swim separates me from Lumiere, but even with my mighty muscles, I don't know if I can outswim the Gamage. So here I write my final message. Bare naked muscles will save the world. And don't waste time on the Paintress. Aim for the bottom of the monolith.
That's right, Expedition 60 made it all the way to the Paintress and beyond, and they did it all completely naked. So hats and all other clothing off to you, Expedition 60. After collecting their journal, we're going to turn around and we're going to go into the Opera House. After going through the entrance hallway, stay over toward the right-hand side and go up the circular staircase to get to a ledge up top. On this upper ledge, you can grab an item off the ground, and that will give you a color of Lumina. Now we can drop down from this ledge, and we want to go through the next hallway into the large room with the boy playing the piano all lit up in blue. As you approach him, go over toward the left side, and you can hop up to get to the expedition flag. And while you're here, take a look at the ceiling, and you'll see a scene reminiscent from the prologue. There was a painter in the prologue who said he was going to paint the opera house with a portrait of Gustave and Sophie after they had a duel where we had to dodge all of Sophie's attacks. It's nice to see that level of detail carried through all the way toward the end of the game. After resting at the nearby expedition flag, we'll go across the room toward the other side, where we can grab an item off the ground, and that will give us a new music record called Lumiere. We'll then head outside, and then we're going to go over toward the left. We'll use the grapple point to go over the gap, and we can use another one to get on top of the next building.
Nevrons from the Axon Islands. What are they doing here?
Like Axons, they're Papa's creations, not Claire's.
We're going to go forward and we're going to fight this group of enemies. As we know from before, fighting the enemy in the middle can be a little bit tricky, so we'll have Verso just use one attack to leave it defenseless, and now we can skip his second turn. We can skip Monoco's turn, and Maelle should be able to finish them all off with a Phantom Strike. After the battle, we're going to get all of our rewards, including an upgrade to the Contorso weapon for Verso. It goes from level 11 to level 16, and you can possibly get a Resplendent Chroma Catalyst. We're then going to turn toward the left-hand side where we can find another item waiting for us at the base of this building. We can pick it up and we'll get the Resplendent Chroma Catalyst. As we turn right, we're going to run forward, and we're going to go toward the opposite end of this area. We'll see some enemies waiting for us over here, so we'll go over and fight them. The floating enemy, like the one on the right, is sometimes difficult to hit even with Phantom Strike, so what we're going to do is just have Verso and Monoco work together using their free aim shots, and we're going to make sure that that enemy is eliminated before it's Maelle's turn. And now that it's gone, we can skip the rest of Monoco's turn, we'll give it over to Maelle, and now we can use a Phantom Strike to get rid of the other two enemies. Let's collect all of our rewards, including an upgrade to Monoco's weapon, the Ballaro. It goes from level 13 to level 16. These enemies were guarding a new Pictos for us, so let's go over and grab it, and that's going to give us Healing Stun, recover 5% health on hitting a stunned target. We'll then continue along the path, and we can find another group of enemies in front of us. Let's go ahead and fight this group, and it also contains a new enemy that we haven't seen before. Luckily, it's not very tough. We'll have Verso skip his turn, Monoco can skip his turn, and Maelle can finish them both off with a Phantom Strike. After this battle, Monoco gets enough experience to go to level 57, and he's also going to get a new foot for the Orphelin enemy that we just defeated. Now we'll go over toward the right and pick up the item off the ground. This will give us a color of Lumina. And now we'll turn around and go forward along the path. Where you see the flag is the way that you have to go. We're going to turn toward the left-hand side first, and we're going to fight this group of enemies on the edge of the cliff. There's another floating enemy here on the right-hand side, so we'll have Verso and Monoco work together to take it out with some free aim shots. Once it's defeated, we're going to skip our turn over to Maelle, who can use a Phantom Strike to win. After that fight, we want to turn over toward the left-hand side, and we're going to find another Pictos on the ground inside this area. But what's interesting is that it's already a Pictos that we picked up just a moment ago, Healing Stun, and so because we already owned it, it now gets converted into Chroma for us. We'll then turn around and we're going to go over by the tattered flag, and we're going to follow the path over toward the left.
Who's there?
Maelle.
Let's go.
We'll use the grapple point to go over the gap, and then stay toward the left, and we can go behind the building, and now we can grab an item off the ground. This will give us a color of Lumina. Then we'll turn around, go back to the other side of the house, and turn left. There's another NPC boy, let's talk to him. Maybe I should continue. Maybe I should continue. Continue what? Forever, forever. The boy has gone silent. From the boy, turn toward the right and go along the path and around the building. We can break open this paint spike, and we'll grab the chroma off the railing. We're now going to go back toward that NPC young boy, and we'll turn right and follow the path down along the rooftops. We'll use the grapple point to go over the gap, And then on the left-hand side is another item that we can grab. Let's pick it up, and we're going to get a Resplendent Chroma Catalyst. Now go back the way that we came. We'll stay over toward the left, and then keep toward the left side of this area to grab some more chroma off the ground.
Useful.
Now we can turn around, and we'll run to the opposite end of this area so that we can find another Gestral merchant. After all the mess that's happening, I was the only one curious enough to make the journey here. But this place is sad. We'll choose trade, and then we want to fight this Gestral merchant. We'll choose Maelle as our combatant. We can win this fight very easily just by using one Stendhal. After the fight, we'll get a little bit of experience and some chroma, and some more dialogue. Thanks for the distraction. Now let me sell you the real goods. We'll choose trade, and now we get access to the new Pictos called Full Strength, 25% increased damage on full health. We'll buy that for 53,200 chroma. Then we'll go down a little bit, and we're going to purchase the 3 colors of Lumina for sale for 1,000 chroma each. We don't have enough chroma to buy everything here. I'm going to focus on buying the Porta-Rim weapon for Lune. After that, we can just leave this menu. Good luck out there. Let's have a quick look at the items that we picked up from the Gestral merchant, including that new weapon for Lune, the Porta-Rim. It has a base power of 756, the ice element, and it scales with defense and agility. We've collected a few new Pictos running around in this area and also purchasing one from the Gestral merchant. So we want to go into our menu, we'll choose Monoco first, and we want to replace his random defense Pictos with one of those new ones. We'll just scroll up to the top of the list and give him Augmented Counter 3. We can then replace Greater Shell with another one of the new ones, like Charging Stun. And finally, we can replace Weakness Gain with Full Strength. After that, we'll go over to Verso, and we're going to replace Energizing Powerful with Healing Stun. Now with these new Pictos equipped, after we fight 4 battles, we'll be able to have all of these new ones mastered, and then we can equip them as Luminas onto our other characters. Let's leave this menu, then we can turn toward the left and run down the street until we get to these large trees.
Papa is somewhere past the gardens.
Run down the path in front of you until you get to the expedition flag, where we can upgrade our attributes because we haven't done that in a little while. We're going to once again give points into everyone's agility stat. That's going to get Lune up to 48 points. Verso is going to get up to 72 points. Maelle gets up to 72 points. Monoco will get up to 72 points. And Sciel will get up to 48 points. Once you're all done upgrading those attributes, leave that menu and choose to rest. And then after that, we can leave the flag, turn toward the left, and we're going to go behind that large blue rock, and then behind the row of hedges behind it. At the end of this path is going to be a broken down statue, and in the middle of it, we can grab a recoat.
Nice.
From here, turn around and run forward. We're going to go past the large statue in the middle of this area and keep running until you get to the road behind it. Then turn left and proceed forward along the path.
I can't sustain the expedition as much longer.
Matt, we need to defeat them fast.
Let's grab the item on this bench in order to get a recoat. Now we're going to keep going all the way down toward the end of the road until a monster appears in front of us. We'll fight him soon, but we'll get some other items first. We'll start by turning left and going forward until a group of enemies appears in front of us that we can fight. We've got 3 enemies to take down. We can skip Verso's turn, skip Monoco's turn, and finish them all off with 1 Phantom Strike. Let's collect our rewards and then keep on going straight ahead in front of us so that we can grab an item on the ground. We'll pick up this color of Lumina. And then we want to turn toward the left, and we want to hug that right-hand wall as we go forward. And there's going to be another group of enemies that appears nearby, and we can fight these ones as well. Once again, we can skip Verso's turn, skip Monoco's turn, and finish them off with a Phantom Strike. We'll collect our rewards, including enough experience for Verso and Maelle to get to level 58, and you can possibly get a recoat from that fight as well. And then we'll turn toward the right, go up the stairs, and we can find a new Pictos on the ground. This will give us Gradient Fighter, 25% increased damage with gradient attacks. Now turn around and go back down the street, and on the left side in the grass is going to be another broken statue. So let's head over there, and in the middle of it we can grab another item. This will give us another recoat. And now we want to turn around and run straight ahead until we get to the far wall. Once we're here, turn toward the left and then hug this wall as it goes around and leads you to the far corner. We can pick up this item, and that will give us another color of Lumina. Now turn around and go until you reach the pavement again. Then turn right and go up the stairs, over the street, and then down the stairs. Go into the grass and flowers on the right hand side to find another broken down statue, and in the middle of it is another item to get. This will give us another color of Lumina. Then we want to turn around, go back to the pavement, and we're going to take the path with all the gates over top of it. And as we run down it, some more enemies are going to appear that we can fight. Here's another easy fight for us. Verso will skip his turn, Monoco skips his turn, and Maelle finishes them off with a Phantom Strike. We'll collect our rewards after the battle, and then we'll continue forward along the path. When we get to the end, we'll go up the stairs, and we can grab some Chroma.
Interesting.
Now we'll turn around, we'll go into the grass on the right-hand side, and then we'll follow that right wall until we can fight some more enemies that appear on the path. Once again, Verso skips his turn, Monoco skips his turn, and Maelle wins with a Phantom Strike. These enemies have the potential to drop some Resplendent Chroma Catalyst, so you might get lucky and get that. And this has been the 4th battle since we've equipped some new Pictos, so we've mastered them and now we've learned their Luminas. We want to go up the nearby steps and then over toward the right hand side. If we run toward the back of this area, we can pick up some more Chroma off the ground.
Nice.
Now we can turn around, go back the way we came, down the stairs, and stay over toward the right-hand side where you can find another broken down statue. As we go around toward the back side of it, we can go inside to get another recoat. That concludes collecting all the items, so let's go to the nearby path, go up the stairs, and turn right to fight the monster.
Your father's been extra inspired.
A most enticing challenge.
Don't worry, he's not as tough as he looks. Let's run forward and get into a fight. This will go pretty similarly to the last boss fight that we had. We're going to have Verso attack one time to the creation enemy in the middle. That will give him defenseless, and I would recommend attacking again with Verso just to do a little bit more damage and guarantee the kill. Monoco is then going to use his skill Crueler Barrier to give some shields over to Maelle to give her increased damage thanks to shield affinity. And now Maelle is going to use a Phantom Strike in order to kill all the enemies at once. And there you go, another boss defeated with ease. We get enough experience for Monoco to get up to level 58, and because we defeated a new enemy, we get another new foot for Monoco, this time for the creation enemy that we just defeated. And we also get a new Pictos called Faster Than Strong, always play twice in a row but deal 50% less damage. And we have the chance of getting the Resplendent Chroma Catalyst. After the fight, turn toward the right and follow the wall on the right hand side. As you go up the stairs, stay toward the right and grab some chroma off the ground. We'll now turn around and go forward until we can go up the stairs in front of us where we can get some more dialogue and also talk to another NPC.
Papa's over there. And the chroma we need to bring back Lumia.
Even I can sense him.
We'd better make sure we're ready.
He is here, doing what needs to be done, what I can't do anymore. What needs to be done? For my sake and theirs. The boy has gone silent. Just to our right is another expedition flag, and it's the last one before the final boss, so let's get ourselves all set up for that. We'll start by using the Expedition Flag's Upgrade Attributes option to put a few more points into everyone's agility stat. That will raise Lune up to 51 points, Verso up to 75 points, Maelle up to 75 points, Monoco up to 75 points, and Sciel will be at 51 points. We'll then leave this Upgrade Attributes menu and we want to go down to Learn Skills. We'll head over to Sciel, of all people, who we haven't used in a very long time, and we want to purchase the Harvest ability on the bottom of this row, and then we'll purchase Searing Bond. To the right of that is Firing Shadow. We'll then go down and purchase Fortune's Fury, then go up and over toward the right to learn Plentiful Harvest, go right again to learn Final Path, and then go right one more time so that we can learn Intervention. Now we want to actually assign these skills onto her, so we're going to remove Twilight Slash, and I'm going to put Fortune's Fury in its place, and then we're going to switch out Focused Foretell for Intervention. The other skills don't really matter, so don't worry about them, we just need Fortune's Fury and Intervention. After the skills are all set up, we're going to go ahead and leave this menu, and we're going to go down to Upgrade Expedition Resources. We've got a lot of colors of Lumina and Lumina points available to us. I want to give Maelle enough points until she gets up to 150 Lumina points. Don't worry about giving any points to any other characters, just get Maelle up to 150 points. After that, we can leave the expedition flag entirely, and we can go into our character menu. We're now going to remove Verso from the party, and we're going to remove Monoco from the party, leaving only Maelle as our first character. Then we'll go over and put Verso back into the party, and then Sciel into the party. So our party order will be Maelle, Verso, and then Sciel. Let's have a look at all of their equipment. Maelle still has the Medallion weapon equipped. Her equipped Pictos are Energizing Turn, Energizing Start 4, and Confident Fighter. And now we'll have a look at the equipped Luminas. I'm going to sort them by active. Feel free to pause it if you need to. She's got At Death's Door, Augmented First Strike, Auto Shell, Confident Fighter is equipped, Critical Moment, Dead Energy 2, Energizing Start, Energizing Start 2, Energizing Start 3, Energizing Start 4 is equipped, Energizing Turn is equipped. First Strike, Full Strength, Glass Cannon, Greater Defenseless, Greater Powerful, Immaculate, Inverted Affinity, Painted Power, and Powerful on Shell. Now let's have a look at Verso. He has the Dualiso weapon equipped. His equipped Pictos are Healing Stun, Shortcut, and Enfeebling Attack. And his Luminas are Augmented Attack, Combo Attack 1, Dead Energy 2, Empowering Attack, Energizing Powerful, Enfeebling Attack is equipped, Exposing Attack, First Strike, Healing Stun is equipped, Immaculate, Painted Power, and Shortcut is equipped. Also make sure that Verso still has the Powerful skill equipped because it really comes in handy in the last fight. And now let's have a look at how Sciel is set up. You can really have any weapon that you want on her. I just chose the Chadian weapon. And then as for her equipped Pictos, I gave her Energizing Start 3, Faster Than Strong, and First Strike. As for the equipped Luminas, she's got Combo Attack 1, Energizing Start 1, Energizing Start 2, Energizing Start 3 is equipped, Energizing Start 4, Energizing Turn, Faster Than Strong is equipped, and First Strike is equipped. And again, make sure that she has Fortune's Fury and Intervention equipped as her skills. And with that, we should have a very easy time defeating the last boss. Let's go ahead and leave this menu entirely, and then we're going to choose to rest at the expedition flag before continuing on. We'll leave the expedition flag, and then we want to run down the path in front of us. Keep going until you get a cutscene.
Papa?
Alicia.
Please, I just want you to understand what this canvas means to me.
I do understand. I know how powerful and intoxicating it is. How deeply attached we can become to the worlds we pour our hearts and souls into. I was enthralled, and it nearly killed me.
Doesn't mean you have to erase Verso's canvas.
Child, do you think I want to? After all the sorrows we've endured, do you really think that I want to destroy this last piece of his soul?
Then don't.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices. We do what we must.
Grief often blinds us, and we make choices we can never take back.
You grieve for two.
I grieve for many.
The choices of parents leave indelible marks upon their children. But ultimately, the voices in their head have to be their own. You cannot set the boundaries of their life for them.
After the fire, You wanted me to find new joy in life. And I tried. But I couldn't. Verso died because of me. How do I get from that to joy?
Child, it will get better, I promise you. But this is not the way. Your friends speak truth. And it changes nothing. You can hate me. But that's a choice I must make. As your father, I must look out for you. Especially when you can't look out for yourself.
You treat me as if I'm still 5!
I treat you as if the shadow from the worst day of our lives is going to suffocate you and take you from us too! Enough. I said enough.
This is a 2-part fight. In the first part, we're just going to have Maelle use a Stendhal, and we should win immediately. Watch out!
Stop this insanity. It's time to go home.
I do love a challenge, but this is beginning to irk me.
Fuck. He keeps regenerating.
Maybe we focus on the axons first.
Mama?
Verso's the first one to act, and he's going to start by using a base attack to give Renoir defenseless. And then on the follow-up turn, we're able to use the skill Powerful on Maelle. Now she already has the Powerful status effect, but this is giving us 3 AP uses toward a Gradient Charge, which we desperately need before Maelle's turn, and this is also going to give Maelle more AP that she needs. So let's use the Powerful skill on Maelle. It's now Ciel's turn, and we're going to use this as an opportunity to set up Maelle for defeating Renoir in a single turn. We'll begin by using the Fortune's Fury skill on Maelle, and that way Maelle will deal double damage for 1 turn. After that, we get to play again with Ciel because of our faster than strong Pictos, and we'll use this opportunity to use the Intervention skill on Maelle so that she will play immediately and gain 4 AP.
Your time to shine.
It's Maelle's turn, and although we're dealing double damage, we're stanceless. We're not able to do a bunch of extra damage thanks to Virtual Stance, but we can fix that because we have just enough of a Gradient Charge in order to use the Gradient Attack Virtual Strike and go back into Virtual Stance. Now with all of our buffs combined and the debuff on Renoir, we can use one more Stendhal to win the fight.
Was the one who saved me when I lost myself in a canvas. She taught me how to safely use our gift. How to soar without flying too close to the sun. We painted hundreds of canvas worlds, pushing the very boundaries of creation. And she never let me forget that every day we spent here has a price. Yet, here we are now.
So trust her. If she's doing this, then...
I trust what she taught me. This is not a game. You think you know what's at stake, but you don't.
I know precisely what's at stake. You want control. You want to feel like you're doing something. You couldn't save Verso, so you want to save us. Except you're not. Destroying the canvas won't help us move on. It'll just deny us the one place that helped us feel again.
67 years. 67 years I spent trapped within the monolith. But I persisted. Do you know why? Do you know why I cannot leave her or you behind? see every day. I cannot spend another day with living corpses. Since the fire, our family has crumbled. Aline in the canvas. Clair fighting a solitary war. You, a living ghost. Verso's death broke us. Want it to be fixed. I need it to be fixed. I cannot lose you too.
Don't you see? That's how I feel about them. I can't lose them either. I've lost too much. Papa, see? I've lost so much.
We both lost so much.
Papa, I don't want to lose you either. I'm not leaving you forever. Just a little longer.
I want to trust you, but
you can.
keep the light on for you. I hope you find peace. Hold on to each other.
We now get the trophy called The End. We're in control of Verso. We want to go forward and talk to the young NPC boy who's on the ground in front of us. Choose It's Time to Stop Painting.
You shouldn't be able to be here.
Merman's gift.
Why did you run in? It's dangerous for you here.
See things as they are. Not how you want them to be.
What?
You lied to your father.
No.
You saw it too. But he wanted to believe. You're going to die here. Why don't you just leave? You can always come back.
The moment I leave, Papa will erase this canvas.
This is not worth your life.
What life? My life of loneliness in a shell of a body, with no voice and no future.
You're Maelle. No matter where you are, you don't need this canvas.
But everything I want is here. Here I have a chance to live, Verso, to live. Out there I merely exist.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices.
Stop quoting Papa!
It's time to stop painting.
Papa also said, hold on to each other.
Old friend, you've traveled miles, spinning in circles. Your blind eyes under the eye, stripping
I'm sorry.
out colors. But it's time to say goodbye until next life.
Decide the fate of the canvas. We can choose to fight as either Maelle or as Verso. It doesn't matter who you fight as, you'll get a different ending, but it doesn't change anything in terms of trophies or achievements. I'm just going to choose to fight as Maelle to get the easier ending, and I'm also going to show the Verso one after that so you won't miss anything.
Fiery!
Please. Thank you. Stop him from painting.
Don't say that. Please, don't say that.
Hey, please, listen to me. Only you can do this. You can do this, please. Unpaint me. Unpaint me.
So,
Please. I don't want this life.
stop saying
I
that.
don't want this life. I don't want this life.
I just wanted to live this lifetime together. This lifetime that was stolen from us. Please, brother. Please.
I don't want this life. Help me. Help me.
Would you find a reason to smile?
Epilogue. A Life to Paint. That was Maelle's ending. Now let's jump over to Verso's ending and we'll see how it's different. And then after that, we're going to see what we can do after the credits roll. We're now back at deciding the fate of the canvas, and we want to choose to fight as Verso for his ending. It's going to be a lot longer of a fight, but all we have to do is use our free aim shots and base attacks, and we'll win in a few turns. I'll let the battle play out without interruption.
Verso, stop! You can't just decide this for everyone!
We're all hypocrites, doing the same thing to each other.
What about Lune and Sciel and Monoco? What about Esquie?
Sciel was right. Grief blinds us. All you see are walls. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, huh? You've got this incredible power to paint. You'll never have to suffer a life you don't want. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. I will miss you guys.
Epilogue, A Life to Love.
Miroir du temps, nos histoires s'alignent. Dans le creux de nos mains, deux mondes se dessinent. L'un peint de rêve, où le chagrin s'efface. L'autre nu et réel, où notre deuil prend place. Au lendemain non écrit, sous les étoiles, où tout commence, rien ne finit. Dans le dessin, toile vierge, horizon lointain, peignons ensemble les couleurs de demain, au clair obscur, œuvres infinies. Chaque pas trace la route d'une vie. Au lendemain non écrit, sous les étoiles, commence, rien ne finit. Dans les trains du destin, les liens restent éternels dans le dessin.
And that's Verso's ending. Neither Maelle's nor Verso's ending is particularly happy, but I can enjoy both of them in their own ways because I can understand that the characters had their own motivations. Let me know down in the comments which ending you liked the best. After either Maelle's ending or Verso's ending, you're going to get the credits that roll afterwards. You can watch them if you want to, or you can simply skip over them. There's also going to be another set of credits that follow that, and once again, you can either watch them or skip over them. For the sake of time, I'm just going to skip over it. That returns us to the main title screen where we can press any button, and now what we're going to do is we're going to choose to continue, and we can load up the save that we had from before, and that will take us to just before the ending fight against Renoir. But the game will remember that he has been defeated, he's not going to be in this area anymore, and the large creation mini-boss that we fought earlier is directly ahead of us. If you turn toward the left, you can find the expedition flag nearby, and we're going to go over there and see that there's a new option available to us. We can now go down toward the bottom and we can see New Game Plus. If you wanted to, you could begin the game again as New Game Plus, but we're not going to do that. We're going to continue on ahead and we're going to get the rest of the trophies and achievements. But that's going to wait for another part. For right now, we're just going to rest, and this is where we're going to end part 15. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button as it really helps me out, and consider subscribing so that you can join our amazing community and so that you'll stay up to date with the rest of the videos in this series. I'll see you soon in part 16 when we begin the post-story content, and I can't wait to bring that to you. So until then, thanks for watching and have a good day.